At Atsumu's shared room, Sakusa walked in the room with discomfort in his face that made Atsumu confused. Atsumu stand up and walk up to Sakusa before he asks Sakusa what happened, but Sakusa didn't answer. Atsumu is worried about Sakusa's health. Sakusa tried to hold himself from out of control and fuck Atsumu right there and then. Sakusa hug Atsumu to support himself, but when he sniff on Atsumu's neck, his wolf instincts are starting to appear. He look at Atsumu painfully and he grip on Atsumu's shoulders got tighten. Atsumu got panic when he saw Sakusa's breathing is ragged and unstable, so he guides Sakusa to sit on his bed. Sakusa didn't let Atsumu go, as if he's scared that Atsumu went disappeared if he let go for a second. Sakusa bite the back of Atsumu's neck that made Atsumu moaning in pain and pleasure. Atsumu grip on Sakusa's shirt went tighten and he close his eyes as drops of his tears flow on his cheeks. Sakusa saw it. He want to stop himself, but he can't stop his wolf instincts who need an omega right now. He lay Atsumu down on the bed gently. Sakusa look at Atsumu as if he's seeking for a permission. Atsumu nodded. He kiss Atsumu aggressively and he take the clothes off Atsumu without breaking the kiss. A few moments he broke the kiss. He look at Atsumu who's breathe heavily and flustered from the kiss. Atsumu look up at Sakusa before he smile reassure at Sakusa that it's fine and he can continue. Sakusa didn't wasted time. He unbuckled his pants and take it off before he toss it somewhere, and he spread Atsumu's legs and then pounding on Atsumu fast and rough like a wild animal in heat while Atsumu is moaning a lot and very loud. The bed creaks while they're doing it. After 3 hours, Sakusa is sitting on the bed as he rests his back on the headboard holding Atsumu lying down on his chest sleeping like a baby. He looked down at Atsumu. He wrap his arm around Atsumu and hug him very tight but gentle before he kiss Atsumu's forehead very affectionately and full of love.
Sweet dreams, my love. I'm sorry I can't stop myself from wanting you, plus my wolf instincts are very hard to control sometimes, but I promise I tried to control it more. Just for you.
Sakusa said that in hushed tone because he don't want to wake Atsumu up. He smiled because he found sleeping Atsumu so cute. Meanwhile, Kageyama and Hinata are at the garden, opposite of Ushijima and Tendo. Kageyama is looking at Hinata arranging the flowers because Hinata loves planting flowers on the garden. Kageyama sit beside Hinata and help him to planting. Hinata smiles so genuinely at Kageyama before he continued to planting with Kageyama.
Thank you for helping me, Tobio-kun, and I'm sorry for dragging you out here against your will. Hinata felt guilty. It's nothing, Shoyo, and don't apologize, okay? And besides, I love digging, so I'm very useful for you here. Kageyama reassure Hinata that it's fine and he love digging. You love digging? Really? Hinata is curious. Yes, werewolves are still a dogs too, in mutation, but werewolves can dig too. Werewolves dig more deeper. Kageyama explain what werewolf can do. Is that so? Hinata asked. Yes. Kageyama is very confident, but still, I can't let you do the work. Hinata still felt guilty because he don't want Kageyama to overwork himself because of him. It's fine, Shoyo. Like what I said earlier that I love digging, so it's fine. Kageyama is very stubborn. But Tobio, no buts, Shoyo, it's fine. Kageyama is still very stubborn right now. Okay if you say so, Tobio, but take a rest if you feel tired, okay? Okay.
They continue to gardening while talking with each other. They're enjoying each other's company when a group of other werewolves ruin that moment and insults the original werewolves because their omegas are males and not females. Kageyama growled at them while protecting Hinata from those werewolves. Hinata is scared and Kageyama howled to call his friends. Ushijima came first in his wolf form and he's the biggest one amongst the werewolves. His green fur stand up as he growled before the others came to the location. Daichi, Karu and Iwaizumi are the ones who protects the omegas inside the apartment. Kageyama turned to Hinata and told Hinata to run to the apartment as fast as he can. Hinata nods and run to the apartment as fast as he could. Kageyama turned his attention back to the naive werewolves who just challenged them and mocked them. Ushijima is the calm one and goofy, but now, he's relentless, angry, and he wants to tear these naive werewolves into pieces with his death glares alone. But these naive werewolves are still mocking the alphas until Ushijima snapped on them. Ushijima attacked them with so powerful bites and make them flew onto the ground. Sakusa and others are just watching the scene in the front of them. They're very amused with Ushijima and his behavior right now. Ushijima didn't stop from beating these naive werewolves until he's satisfied. Bakuto tried to stop him but Ushijima snapped his head to Bakuto and Bakuto immediately back off and didn't stop Ushijima furthermore. Ushijima continue beating the naive werewolves until they're passed out. Sakusa just smirk because he know that he will do what Ushijima just did if Ushijima didn't got snapped on the naive werewolves. Sakusa voluntary to dispose their bodies in the woods and let them die there. Ushijima nodded as approval and Bakuto and others said they'll help to dispose the bodies too before the Omegas caught them killing the naive werewolves in the backyard right now.